You might have heard the saying, confidence gets you hired. Now, while it is unlikely that confidence alone will land you a job you are simply unqualified for, there is definitely some truth in that. Projecting confidence in a job interview is just as important as demonstrating your qualifications. Research shows that on average, interviewers reach final decisions about applicants in only 4 minutes after meeting them. This is just enough time for them to evaluate little more than the way you greeted them, how you look and speak, and your body language, which are all things that reflect your level of self-confidence. Confidence signals that you trust yourself, and in turn, this will communicate to your interviewer that you know you can do this job well. This is why being confident from the moment you walk through the door will always give you a better chance of being hired. Now, if you are watching this video, it is probably because you are afraid of getting nervous on your next interview. But don't worry, that happens to just about everyone. However, this doesn't mean you should let anxiety get the best of you. And luckily, we are here to help. Firstly, leave no room for self-doubt. Remind yourself that you deserve to be there. If you weren't worthy of an interview, you would not have been invited. Thinking positively about the interview will help you have a bright outlook, and this will put you in a self-confident state well before meeting the interviewer. When you do meet the interviewer, having a smile and an upbeat attitude will tell them that you are excited, prepared, and most of all, you are confident. Remember to greet the interviewer with a firm handshake. A firm handshake shows experience and confidence, and it gives them a great first impression. Make sure you stand and look the interviewer in the eyes when you shake hands. Then, offer a sincere smile to show you are happy to be there, and greet the person with her name and a pleasantry such as, "It is very nice to meet you." Now let's say that after welcoming you, Ms. Roberts is taking you for a tour of the building. This gives you the chance to try and make a genuine connection with your interviewer. Making some small talk, asking them questions about themselves, or greeting the people in the elevator is another great way to show confidence. It shows that you are relaxed, friendly, and likable. Interviewers aren't just looking for the person who has a great resume. They are also searching for someone who has good interpersonal skills so that they can fit the team well. After the tour of the office, you are now into the interview room. Just as it was critically important during the handshake, make sure you keep a good, natural eye contact. Good eye contact speaks volumes about your self-confidence, and if you're often staring down or to the side, it will be noticed immediately. This is not to say that you should be looking the interviewer in the eyes all the time. You can, and should, break eye contact in a natural way, so it does not feel too intense or prolonged. It is okay to occasionally look at your resume or other material you brought with you. Just make sure you then quickly turn your attention back to the interviewer. With your eye contact now in check, it is then time to focus on a good and confident posture. Start by sitting with your arms by your sides to convey an open, friendly attitude. Then make sure your back is straight, your shoulders are back, your chin is up, and smile. Holding a relaxed, calm facial expression will communicate that you are confidently enjoying the process rather than anxious and impatient. Likewise, don't fidget. Fidgeting is a very clear sign of nervousness. If you don't think you have any fidgety habits, then think again. Most people aren't aware of doing it because these habits are such an ingrained part of their natural behavior. To double check, try doing a few mock interviews with a friend who can call you out on any fidgeting. Once you know what to avoid, you can practice controlling it. In general, make a point not to keep a pen, paper, or anything else in your hands if it is unnecessary. Another good trick is to keep your hands clasped together on your lap to avoid any subconscious movement. This will also help you notice if you start shaking your legs or tapping your feet. Then, focus on listening. Really listening. If you are too busy thinking about what to say next, there is a good chance you will miss out on important information they give you about the job or the company that can help you answer some questions later in a brilliant way. Also, don't be afraid to ask them to clarify the question if needed. This is much better than just guessing and blurting out a nonsense answer before you understand the situation. Even if the question is fully clear, don't rush yourself. Confident people take their time and aren't afraid to say, "That's a great question. Let me think for a second," if they feel they need a moment to compose their thought. Once you feel ready, speak calmly and slowly, and favor short and concise answers rather than rambling. Rambling suggests unorganized thinking, which is a red flag to most hiring managers and generally makes it harder for the interviewer to understand what you are trying to say. On the other hand, succinct, linear responses will communicate that you are a composed person who is confident and in control. And now the bonus tip. To feel and look more confident, work on your answers. Most of the anxiety that candidates experience is attributable to uncertainty on how to answer some of the most common job interview questions, like the dreaded, "Tell me about yourself." If you need some help with that, make sure you click on the subscribe button and check out our next video, which will provide you with great answers to the 5 most common questions asked in job interviews. Thanks for watching, and good luck in your job search.